Hello and welcome to the Always Sunday Football Podcast. I'm Dave. This is the podcast where we talk all kinds of football. We talk about fantasy football. We talk about regular football, or like actual NFL football. We're going to go over the action in the Always Sunday Fantasy League. We're going to go over the action in the Laces Out Dynasty League. We're going to go over the action in the National Football League. Again, I'm Dave. I'm joined as I am every week by Danny. How you doing, Danny?
What up, what up?
Johnny, how do you do?
I be doing.
Nice. Welcome in. Good to see you this week. Yeah, Anthony, we thought Anthony was going to be on, but Anthony is obviously not with us right now. I'm sure he's with us in spirit, but as soon as he signs in, he'll be in, and we will go from there. So, yeah, I guess we'll just get started like this. It's time for the news with Dave.
Dave with the news.
All right. First order of business, guys. Did you guys see or hear about Cam Little kicking a 70-yard field goal? Did you hear about that? Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I watched that game.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I mean, you're down in the area. Yeah. Your wife is a fan of the Jaguars.
Yep.
So how long before he shatters the NFL record in a real game?
Year or two.
A year or two? You don't think he's going to do it this year?
No, it was in this year or next. We need the opportunity.
No, I'm not talking about within this year or next. Tell me like week 7.
Oh,
week 9. Say it with your chest.
We'll do week 13.
Week 13. Okay, Johnny, what do you think?
I'm going to say week 6. So the weakness of the Jaguars, if you want to know a little bit more about the Jaguars, the offense is supposed to be greatly improved with better offensive line, more weapons for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence finally has an actual competent, offensive-minded coach. So I big step up, but I don't know about that defense. There's talent on there, but they have an unproven defensive coordinator. So it might be just as bad as it was last year because the defense is very suspect. So I'm expecting that, the offense is maybe having a hard time trying to score points. The defense is giving up a lot of points. So there is an opportunity that he might be kicking a lot of field goals.
Okay, yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I'm glad you landed in that spot because, yeah, I do think that there's going to be an opportunity for him kicking a lot of field goals. The team could be good.
I think the offense is going to be pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, the division's not great. He's got Lawrence is not bad. I mean, he finishes like a top 10 quarterback his first year or top 12 with no real offensive coaching. Now he's got legit. Brian Thomas, obviously, he played with him last year, but by far the best
really
receiver.
That much.
Well, yeah, but he's never had a receiver nearly that good.
And now he has 2.
At Hunter, they have a lot of running. They have a few capable running backs. What's his name? Ingram's still there, right?
No, he's over in Denver.
No,
they have
Brandon Strange. Which, by the way, I just want to give you a little context about the guy. The guy's never, in even college, was a blown out receiver or anything. He's known as a blocking tight
pretty good
end.
the second half of last year.
He was startable like twice in fantasy. It's not he didn't look that great because I started him last year.
I mean, I started him 1 week and he did good.
Exactly.
Like
so let's slow down with he looked pretty good last year.
That's the only week I played him. That's what I remember.
That's why, exactly. But he wasn't great or consistent.
No, he didn't really play till the end of the year.
Like 2 blow-up games.
Right, and they were both very close to each other.
Yes.
It was at the end of the year.
Yes. And so people have this memory of him as being, wow.
If anything, having Hunter and legit receivers could help him.
I think Brent Strange can play.
Yeah. But again,
Anthony just texted me 9 o'clock. No,
now. He didn't.
Tell Anthony that he can at least go in the chat.
But yeah, I think they have pretty good talent. I think the coaching is going to be a lot better, and the division is not great. I think the offense is going to be pretty good. I don't think it's going to be the best offense in the league, but it's going to be better than Jaguars' offense we've seen in the last couple.
I agree with you, but that's also a very low bar.
True, but I don't mean like a significant upgrade. I think they're going to be pretty good offensively.
Fair enough. I guess we'll see. And I have week 4 before he kicks a 70-yarder or at least
And that
shatters the
helps
record.
too in terms of winning games.
Sure does.
You know?
Sure does. You know what doesn't help is losing Pro Bowl left tackle.
Awful.
Rashawn Slater for the Chargers, patellar tendon, out for the season, and his career is obviously in jeopardy because the patellar is like one of the worst injuries you can get.
Pretty much a couple days after he became the highest paid
That's the other
lineman
thing. Like,
in the history of the NFL.
Thankfully, he got paid for his sake. Obviously, it screws up the Chargers pretty good, but it's an awful injury, and
he could come back.
He could, especially because he's an offensive lineman.
And he's not
doesn't necessarily rely on his like crazy cutting and exploding.
And he's strong as hell, and he's young. You know what I mean? And
right. So
and he's good too. That hurts.
Hopefully, he is the first real patellar tendon success story. Yeah.
You're right. The offensive lineman probably a little different than wide receiver or running back.
Yes.
Someone where you have to run.
Yes. John, does that change how you feel about Omari and Hampton going?
No, actually, I actually think that the Chargers have one of the deepest rosters in terms of offensive line. They were talking about moving Joe Alt, I believe, to his original position that it was in college. Yeah. They have a couple of guys there. So I think that, yes, it's a big blow to the offensive line. But if there's a team that could, I guess, have a replacement, the Chargers have arguably the deepest offensive line depth in all of football. So I'm not worried about it. Firing Omarion Hampton all day, every day. So I think you're going to see how special the kid is for sure. So I'm going to still fire away with Omarion Hampton for sure.
I still like Hampton, but now they got to replace Alt. And that helped having the best tackle tandem in the league. I think Alt will fill in admirably for Slater. More about replacing him on the other side.
Yeah, I think that they're going to have to be a little bit creative.
Them on the field was huge.
I think that what Greg Roman wants to do is more that ground and pound. They're going to have to get a little more creative with, I guess, blocking assignments and shifting over and, maybe using Omarion Hampton as maybe, dumping the ball off them, maybe have to pass the ball a little bit more than they would like. But I think it's not going to stop Greg Roman of what he's going to do. We know what Greg Roman likes to do. He likes to utilize the run game. It opens up a lot of the pass game. And we saw late in the season, Justin Herbert felt really comfortable in the offense, and he started throwing a lot more than we are used to ever with a Greg Roman offense. So I'm actually very high on the Chargers offense this year. I think that offense is going to be they could knock on the door of top 5 this year.
You guys
speaking
of, you guys got to carry it.
Yeah, speaking of offensive lineman injuries, Dickerson,
yes,
Philly, not nearly as bad as Slater, not as bad as they originally potentially thought. He went in for minor surgery the other day. They said there's a chance he could be ready for opening day. I wouldn't bet on it, but he's not going to be out long, maybe a couple games. So he's week to week. They dodge a bullet. And I don't know of any other big injuries that really happened outside of those two. I mean, those were guys those are Pro Bowl guys. One obviously severe, one not so severe. Now, I guess.
Well, it's questionably severe here because they're playing it like it's a nice and everything's fine.
Oh, no, it could be worse, but it's not as bad as Slater's. Like, I think we can definitively say that.
I'm not comparing the two. We're talking about two different things. Slater's is a career threatening.
Yeah.
This guy is just season threatening. But I don't think that they're fully out of the woods yet. With
no,
this.
I don't. Like I said, I'm not buying that he's going to play week 1, but I think he's going to play at some point this year. And
I think he's going to try to play at some point this year,
which is a lot better than maybe never playing again.
If it's some sort of like partial this and that, and then he tears it fully,
then he's done for the year, and then he's in the same boat.
He's done for the year plus.
Then he's in the same boat,
right?
Do you think that he can, if he plays in week 1, that he can? Maybe, is he healthy enough to probably last the rest of the season, or he's bound to miss some time if he starts?
I don't know. The thing is, we don't know the real true severity of this injury. We don't have the full information on it right now. And so we can only speculate. But I will say this, based off of your question, John, if he starts in week 1, you have to feel good about it. Like, okay, they're not nervous about this. They're not holding him out. They're not holding him back. They're not trying to, baby him or let him give him more time. If he starts in week 1, I would probably feel the most confident as opposed to any other start time.
Right, because then it's like, oh, it's not a big deal.
If he misses week 1, if it's kind of a big deal. If he misses 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it's a really big deal.
Yeah.
So, the sooner he
gets back, the better.
Do you feel confident with the backup?
I mean, the Eagles, who cares?
They have depth as well. Yeah. I don't know the names of the backups.
Yeah, we don't have to. They're good. They're probably going to be all pros.
But I mean, it's still a huge loss though.
Yeah,
Landon Dickerson's big.
I agree.
Another
injury that I think is significant, and the Rams are downplaying it, is Matthew Stafford's injury.
I have that. It's two spots away. I was gonna hit that, John.
Sorry.
But no,
sorry, I was trying to help out a little bit.
No, you're good. Yeah,
no, I
understand.
It's hard to it's hard to let go. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about Stafford. Okay, his back injury is probably pretty serious at this point. Rams. I have the Rams and just a bunch of question marks. Okay, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, the whole thing revolves around Matt Stafford, right? Because the backup is Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo is no NFL starter.
No,
you don't want
or Stetson Bennett,
right? And let's be honest. You know what I mean,
come on.
So
let me into the Fred party.
So, do you what are your expectations? Are you nervous about the Rams?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be because he's old and his back hurts, and it looks like it could be worse, and he's old. Now, it's Stafford. It probably doesn't have to be 100%. And knowing him, he'll probably push to play before he's ready. But how old is he?
37.
Yeah, he's always a couple years younger than I thought. But it's always been that way. And, I mean, how do you not get a little concerned?
Yeah.
I mean, back's kind of important when you're a quarterback, right?
I will say this.
Yeah.
Again, the Rams are not, I'm just speculating on what my thoughts are with Stafford, but I think if you want to think about long-term and their potential of make a playoff run, I think that roster is good enough, but I think if Stafford needs maybe, the first 3 weeks of the season to recover from the back thing or whatever the case may be, I think it's okay to start Jimmy Garoppolo, see if you can, as long as he doesn't screw up, just run the football, do your check downs, just don't turn the ball over, which there has been times that he can do that and not turn the ball over, just not screw up, and then put Stafford in a lot more healthy so that way they can make a longer playoff run. So if it is that severe, I would go that route. But obviously, if he's healthy enough, put Stafford in because he gives you the best chance to win, no doubt about it.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'll say this, as a Kyron owner, I am pretty concerned.
Yeah.
And as a Devontae Adams owner,
Even
I'm very
concerned.
Yeah. That's another situation where if he starts week 1, although maybe I don't know, that one might not make me feel any better because even if he starts week 1,
lingering.
it could get worse.
And you don't. Yeah, and backs are notorious for coming and going and acting up, and
yeah, this is gonna be a bad one.
One wrong hit.
Let me ask you this: would you feel more comfortable if they had a more competent backup? For example, if the Rams trade for a Jameis Winston, for example, as the backup option, would you feel more comfortable with that?
Better for fantasy.
Definitely would be better.
Not, in real life, no, they knocks their chain. I mean, they're probably healthy as Stafford, they're a contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With Jameis Winston, they are not, but they're fun for fantasy. They're better than than Jimmy,
than Garoppolo
and Stenson.
But Jameis also would not make the offense function. It wouldn't be good for the team.
No.
And so
it might be good for the receivers.
Yeah, so I think that a guy if Garoppolo starts, man, they'll burn the whole thing down.
Even with McVay.
Yeah. I can only imagine. Did you see the show Receiver on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to watch it. You must watch it. Devontae Adams talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. He's like, he's going to get me fucking killed out here. He's like, I got to get out of here. When he was in Vegas with Jimmy Garoppolo, he's like, I got to get out of here. He essentially he was in some ways, obviously the play
The whole
was
David Carr
important,
thing.
but when Derek Carr,
Exactly. With Michael Thomas.
I don't know what Michael Thomas has to do with it.
He tweeted after Olave got hurt. He was like, "This is what Carr does. This is why I'm out of the league."
Oh, that's no. You're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
You're talking about Derek Carr, which was at the end of their tenure together.
Right.
At the beginning of their tenure together was because Jimmy Garoppolo was throwing the hospital balls. So Devontae Adams played with Jimmy Garoppolo and was like, I got to get out of here. And nothing to do with Derek Carr.
Right.
He actually wanted to play with Derek Carr to get away from Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but that he said he was pretty much making the same argument Michael Thomas made about Carr, is what I'm saying. About he leads too much with the ball and he's going to get you killed.
Yes.
And guys care about their safety.
Right. And so, you got to check it out. It's great. So anyway, also there are some other injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love, he had a non-throwing hand. He had a left hand surgery on his thumb, and he should be fine for week 1.
Non-throwing hand thumb, and he already had surgery. That's fine.
John, any fantasy impact for this one?
It's his non-throwing hand. I'm more concerned about, can this heal when it gets more into colder months, arthritis, things of that sort. Are you able to grip the football a lot better, especially in pass downs? So I'm not worried about it early in the season. I think that Malik Willis and Matt LaFleur and that coaching staff, if Jordan Love needs some time to recover, I think that Malik Willis will be fine as the backup temporarily. But I'm more concerned about Jordan Love long term, especially with fumbles and things of that sort. So I'm not too worried about it in terms of his production of throwing the football, but I am concerned about maybe turnovers, things of that sort. He re-injures the thumb, so we never know. But at least he's not Anthony Richardson.
Okay. Somebody who's more injured than at first it seemed, Darnell Mooney. They're like, we hope he can play this season.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney
best wishes.
Could probably miss time. It's a shoulder injury, and that's an offense we expect to take a leap forward. So he makes a big difference in that offense. I can personally attest to the fact that Darnell Mooney was a big part of that offense last year. And so without him, that changes things a lot for the Falcons. So that's one to monitor, but it looks like he will almost definitely miss time, like multiple weeks. They already know that now. They're coming out with we hope he plays this season. It's not what you want to hear.
No.
Nope.
One thing that they say they're going to have to monitor and manage all season, so they know that this is something that's not going away, is Malik Neighbors' toe injury. Something that he was battling last year. It seems like he might have battled it in college, and he just has to take days off and not run around or whatever the case may be. He's got some sort of toe, right? So he's
luckily he doesn't have to.
It's like having a hall pass. It's like, I can't practice today.
Need to keep you upright just enough to stay in shape.
Right. So this toe injury, I wonder about this toe injury.
How real it is.
How real it is. Yes. Like the true or false.
You wouldn't be the first top guy to not practice very often.
John, Malik Neighbors' toe injury, real or fake? Go.
Oh, I'm going to say it's real.
Danny, real or fake? Go.
It could be a combination of both.
It's fake.
Real but overplayed.
You're both wrong. It's fake. All right. James Cook, the hold-in is over. James Cook, he's practicing, guys. Sean McDermott was quoted as saying, things have changed. So now, what do you think changed? What agreement? Do you think he's going to get a long-term deal or at least an extension?
He'll get some. He'll probably get an extension. He'll get something. He didn't come back and get nothing.
Well, but why not, though? Because he has no leverage. Maybe they just said to him, look, either you come back and you play and you get your game checks, or we roll with Ray Davis and you get nothing. That's what I think could have happened. It's look, we have Ray Davis. We have Johnson. What's the guy's name?
Ty Johnson.
Ty Johnson that they love. We got our guys. We have two guys. Right now we have a crowded backfield. If you don't want to come in, you don't want to get paid, you don't have to get paid. We'll just roll with Ray. What would you say in that position? He's got to come back.
I guess we'll find out in a week or two.
Johnny?
I don't think so. I think this is an NFL issue, and then I will go more into this a little bit later. Running back is so deep right now So Jacksonville is kind of in the same boat with Travis Etienne. If Travis Etienne has a career year, they don't need to pay this guy. Same thing with James Cook. They don't need to pay this guy because guess what? They got other guys that they could just throw in for them that are at a cheaper price that can get the production that they want in their offense. So I think Buffalo is in the driver's seat. I think every NFL team in terms of running backs is in the driver's seat, and they don't need to pay these guys after their rookie contracts. And it's not smart to pay these guys long-term because they have a shorter shelf life, these running backs. And unfortunately, that's something that probably needs to be addressed with the NFL. The NFL in terms of their payrolls or, contract negotiations. So I'm a big advocate for getting these running backs paid early, giving them maybe bigger contracts in their rookie year, just so their shelf life is, they could get paid and taken care of. But in terms of James Cook, if I were the Buffalo Bills and he's given a hard time, I'd be like, I'll just roll with Ray Davis. So running backs have really no choice. And we've seen this from, your Le'Veon Bells of the world that, I want to fight for a contract and, I'm going to sit out X amount of times. It's not beneficial for running back. So James Cook has no leg to stand on. So it's a smart move.
Yeah. Smart move to come back. Come back to camp. Myles Garrett. Was this a smart move? Myles Garrett was ticketed for doing 100 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone recently.
Not.
And
Wow.
this is after having previously flipped himself in a Porsche. He flipped his Porsche from speeding, and he got lost control and flipped his Porsche. And after he flipped his Porsche, he had, quote, vowed to slow down.
He didn't.
However, just ticketed for doing 100 in a 60. Yeah. Now, he's not gonna get suspended by the NFL for this. Like, this is small potatoes.
But it still looks bad, and especially for guys' reputations, except for the incident years ago. Like every player speaks glowingly about him.
Yeah,
he's a very nice guy.
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Exactly. Like you see, guys coming up asking for the jury. Everyone's a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to be doing something right. That's not it though. That's not what he's doing right.
Exactly.
Or maybe we have a Cleveland Brown issue because Shedeur also got caught with speeding.
When was this? Recently?
This was during the offseason that he got caught speeding.
Oh, no. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's just too many wide open, beautiful roads in the Cleveland area.
Yeah.
Speaking of Shedeur, The Athletic reports that Shedeur has been outplaying Dylan Gabriel throughout camp.
Yeah, Gabriel's hurt and Sanders looked good in the first game. I mean, that automatically gives you a leg up, right?
You think Sanders looked good?
I think he's great, but he looked serviceable. Yeah, he didn't look bad.
I think he looked
fine.
he
looked fine.
He looked fine. John, what were your thoughts about Shedeur in the first week?
All right, so first of all, did you guys see the Nike thing where his fist is like this and Nike was promoting his first preseason game or whatever?
What was that? What's that celebration mean? Is it making look like he has a watch on?
I guess it's the watch thing or whatever, but he's like this on the obviously he's polarizing. They're trying to market him, but I do think that out of everybody, you want to see what Shedeur got. I mean, if I'm the Cleveland Browns, what do you have to lose? Just let this kid play. Let's see what he's got. He's the best. He's your best. He's your highest ceiling out of all the quarterbacks in this on the Cleveland Browns roster in terms of all the quarterbacks. Obviously, they're going to probably start Flacco. That's probably the right move, but I don't know. I just have this feeling that just give the kid a shot, see what happens, and then you're supposed to be bad this year anyway. So you're gonna get the cream of the crop next year on quarterback. So why not start Shedeur?
That's something that puzzles me though. If the Browns get the first or second pick next year, you just take a quarterback again. You just took two quarterbacks this year.
Yeah, but they're also later round picks are easy to walk away from. They don't make a lot of money. You know what I mean? They're not it's also investment in terms of how many years you have, how much you make them, and stuff like that. They took Sanders because they had a lot of picks, and they're like, oh, we'll have them battle it out. We have the picks, we have the capital, 4th, 5th round, whatever. Okay, cool. That's a little different than taking at 1 or 2. If Arch Manning's there, well, none of it matter. You know what I mean?
Not be there.
We're not having it. Who cares? Shedeur Sanders might have a nice career as the backup quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. All right.
Right, or they could trade him.
I think the best thing to do is start Flacco. If Sander keeps playing the way he is, and but did he look great? He looked pretty good though. He looked fine, and he looked good enough to probably be beating out a 4th round pick who wasn't even healthy enough to play. He did look good enough for that. I think they're best off starting Flacco, naming Sanders the backup, and that would it be him winning the battle.
John, why isn't Arch going to be there in the draft next year? You don't think he's coming out next year?
No, I think he's going to stay in college. I think he's going to stay in college.
Whoever goes first.
You think he's going to stay in college? Yeah, John, you and I got to do a college football show at some point when you have some free time, because I'm psyched about the college football season.
I agree.
Well, you
agree.
College football, right?
I'll do.
All right, Shedeur outplaying Gabriel. Gabriel might play this week, potentially, in the preseason. So we'll see.
I have a question, though, real quick. Just, do you think Kenny Pickett has any shot of the backup role or just nothing, right? I'm not a believer in Kenny Pickett, and a lot of people are talking about him being the starter. I just don't think the kid is good enough. He's just not good.
I think Sanders is better.
I agree. I think that
if Flacco, you don't go with Flacco, you go with Sanders. Or Gabriel if he blows the doors off him the next 2 weeks or whatever. But I wouldn't.
I had all along been thinking until he got hurt, and then I was like, all right, well, that screws that up. I thought that they would end up like trying to move Kenny Pickett after the preseason, try to trade him to a team that's needy for quarterbacks, like that they never intended to carry 4 quarterbacks into the season. Because then do you think they would carry 4 guys or
I
do
think
they get rid of
there's a chance they could see if Gabriel will go to practice squad.
And then some other team could take him.
They also have a very expensive backup quarterback next year because they are stuck with Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Oh,
yeah. I'm not factoring him. He's never playing for the Cleveland.
No. I would say that that's true, right? He's not going to play down for the Cleveland.
I mean, he's going to cost him God knows how much money. He's never going to play for him.
Worst contract of all time?
Yeah. Maybe not when it was signed. Like there's some that like, the day it's signed, you're like, football, not so much. But come on. Like, especially things that didn't have to do with injury. Like Slater could potentially, but that's whatever. That's out of his control. He took a pop or whatever, bad contract, act of God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not what happened with Watson. You can say it's because he's hurt, but that's not what derailed his grade. When you think back 10 years, I would remember Deshaun Watson for like 5-6 years, a great pick, fantasy, Houston Texans. Oh, yeah, he was great. Remember after that? Yeah. What are you going to say derailed his career? Injuries? No, hand jobs. You know what I mean? Like, that will forever be. When that happened, he never produced again.
Yeah, it's very akin. The only other
he
thing
was horrifically bad. We talk about how bad everybody else is. You know, Daniel Jones at time looked bad. Anthony Richardson trying to throw the ball looked painful. You can think of hundreds of examples of guys looking bad. None of them were as bad as Deshaun Watson when he played for the Browns for a few years.
I mean, there is something to be said. There is something to be said about not playing football for a certain period of time, though. I think the
and
point
he doesn't
Danny's
stop aging.
The point Danny's trying to make is that it shouldn't have fallen off that far in that amount.
No, he was awful.
You know,
he was awful.
The only other thing that I can think of that is akin to his fall was Tiger Woods. Where Tiger Woods, it was not because of people talk about injuries mounted up. No. It was because his wife smacked him with a golf club. You know, like
he came back and had a
because
career,
he was
though, and won a major. Deshaun Watson's never going to play again.
Yeah, I guess it's a worse version. I guess.
Yeah.
And
20 cases improper. You know, it's a little different in cheat.
Yeah.
You know, his wife didn't think so, but the reality is a little different than cheat.
It's true. Brandon Ayuk slated for a week 6 return, targeted for a week 6 return. So he's hoping to be in by week 6. You guys drafted him in fantasy?
Redraft?
Redraft.
It depends. Like our league, 5 roster spots.
Yeah, this is always Sunday football podcast. Pal.
Maybe in the last 2 rounds, it's tough to carry someone who's not going to play for that long.
John, you drafted him in redraft? In our league?
I'll draft him if he's keepable. Like last year, I drafted TJ Hawkinson as a keeper. Brandon Ayuk might be a guy that I might try to snag at maybe the 8th round or something like that. Depends.
Yeah, definitely.
He won't be on my draft boards. I'm going to put it that way. He won't be on my draft boards snagging him that early, but I could see somebody trying to grab him early, like a Bobby J, for example.
What about, since we're on the subject, Rashee Rice, John? If Rashee Rice, well, first of all, how many games do you think Rashee Rice is going to get?
I think it would be 4.
Really?
I think 6.
I think 4.
I'm hoping for 4. I think 6.
I think 6 also. Here's a question for you. Why hasn't the NFL ruled on that yet?
I think that I don't know why. I think it's more political rather than or the image of what's going to happen, and but I do think he's going to be suspended, no doubt about it. I just don't know why they're taking it so long. I would much rather if they just suspend him and just say what the penalty is.
Wouldn't it look? I just thinking out loud, like a layman, wouldn't it look ridiculous if you suspended him in week 4 for something that happened 2 years ago? Like, why haven't you done it? Like, if you're going to suspend him for 6 games, I think it's 6 games, you think it's 4, or whatever. It should be the first 4 or 6 games of the year. Like, why would you wait at this point?
It's an image thing. I mean,
yeah.
it's all about like protecting the brand or whatever.
Stupid. It looks incompetent to suspend him in week 2 or 3. Just get it out of the way. Do it.
Yeah.
Like that looks like you don't know what you're doing. Oh, we're going to suspend him in week 4.
Right. Like what? Is
like Jordan
so
Addison suspended.
It's not exactly.
Like other people were suspended.
What I was going to bring up.
Yeah, you're going to wait and suspend him. That happened in 23.
2 years ago.
And you're going to suspend him after week 1? At that point, you're going to wait till that. Like, what are you waiting for?
Didn't he get into his kerfuffle before Jordan Addison did? Wasn't his first? So how is it possible that Jordan Addison gets?
Well, Addison's worked its way through the thing quicker. It was just like a DWI. It wasn't like leaving. It wasn't like a many charge. I think he just took court. Rice pushed it off. But I think they both got resolved.
But correct. And I think Ray. I keep saying now. I'm saying Ray Rice. Yeah. That's a whole different thing. Rashee Rice is.
It might have not gotten.
It did get resolved.
It did get resolved.
I thought it got resolved before Jordan Addison.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Do you know, John?
And you shouldn't even have to think about how long you're going to suspend him, because you should already know if you were waiting.
John, do you know what Jordan Addison was convicted of?
I forgot what he was convicted of.
So he was stopped for DUI. That was his original arrest and charge was DUI, but he pled it down and pled guilty to wet reckless. Wet reckless.
Wow.
It's like a reckless driving charge. It's called something else. It's got like a long name, but they just call it wet reckless. So he got convicted of wet reckless.
It happens when you have money. I think it's a matter of the brand. It's also the team that you play for. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I also think
this is Jordan Addison, Vikings.
No, but I also think that the difference between the two is the team that he plays for, and it's just the branding of things, which I'm gonna be honest with you, the NFL is not, the standard of ethics by any means.
No, not at all. Tyler Shug versus Spencer Rattler, week 2.
Oh, God.
So first pass or one of his first passes, Shug gets picked 6th. And then later in the game, he throws like a 57-yard touchdown pass, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that.
He had 1-1, and I think Rattler had 1. He didn't have an interception. He did have a fumble loss, though, so same difference.
He also led the team in rushing.
He did.
Rattler did? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Who are they going to finish last? I think they're probably the Vegas odds on for last place. I haven't looked, but they have to be, right?
I
think it's between them and Carolina as probably it's between those two.
No way.
No. I have Carolina. They're like sleeper in my mind.
Yeah, I don't think that they're bottom of the league. That doesn't sound right.
No, it would be like if things go really wrong, maybe in Cleveland. But no, I think Saints are. That's going to be rough.
Yeah, I don't see how it goes well.
No.
I just hope I'll say this. I hope Chris Olave gets through the season healthy.
Yeah.
I hope the biggest problem Chris Olave has is those quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Or they do him a favor and trade him.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because you can get him really cheap right now. And as long as they have a quarterback, it's not going to get him killed.
Yeah.
Because he's really good.
He is. He's awesome. Right. But he's just extreme. Like, I don't think anyone, the only other person, I mean, and it's a unique thing. It's him and Tua, right? Those are the two guys in the league who, like, they just one hit could take them out. So it's a special kind of risk.
Now, Tula's gotten a couple more or one more, but he's also come back quicker, except for like one, like.
But he plays a different position too. He plays a less of an impact position.
But Olave, at least the second one, he was shut down for the rest of the year. Yeah. For reoccurring, But
so both of those guys are one hit away.
Yeah,
they can't. So are you drafting Chris Olave in fantasy this year, John? At his ADP, at his current ADP, which I don't know what it is.
This is kind of going into a little bit of the keepers that we'll talk about, but I would draft him lower than my keeper. A little lower than my keeper.
You would draft him a little lower than a keeper. I think
I would take a JMO George Pickens over Olave.
Well, yeah.
George Pickens over
ADP
Olave.
is like way lower.
Yeah, I would do a George Pickens over Olave.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
Yeah, me too. But I don't know what Olave's ADP is, but I can't answer that. But I would probably not take him.
Yeah,
but he could present sneaky value if he stays healthy because they have no one else to throw to.
True. Except for Kamara.
Kamara, of course. But offensively, none of the receivers are close to his tier.
Are you drafting Kamara this year?
I would, if he falls, yeah, just from volume.
I think he's so underrated this year, Olave. Super underrated. He's literally the offense.
You say Olave, not
Kamara?
No, not Olave. I'm sorry. Kamara is super underrated. Like we could talk about Kamara like knocking on the door as like easily top 7.
Kamara easily top 7 in the running backs?
That he can knock on the door of
I don't have him
top 7.
That is very aggressive.
Yeah,
well, we'll get into the actual rankings in a little bit.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart looked good this week.
He did.
Talk about it.
I mean, yeah, he looked good. Through the touchdown pass. He started. He looked good. No, Russ started. But he looked good. Gotta like what you say. I think it looks like we're heading towards he opens up as the backup, which is what
that was the
hoping
plan
for. Yeah, that he wins the backup job. And it looks like he's going to do that. And then, we'll see. But he seems to be coming from a pro style offense. A non-pro style offense. He seems to be picking everything up quick. He talks about the game slowing down for him because the tools seem there and the arm's good. But that was the question, was he going to be able, how he's going to process more of a pro style offense? Because Ole Miss is a very, Lincoln, it's a very collegiate, different, unique offense that you're not going to run in the NFL. And he seems to be picking it up.
Why are we off the screen? Can you see us, John?
No, you're off the screen.
We're off. Calm down. We're fixing it. I'm not that ugly, am I?
That's a good one, Danny.
Yeah, the camera is just like.
Did I break the screen?
Yeah. Camera's like, I'm done with this guy.
Yeah. Going back to Jackson Dart, when do you think that Jackson Dart will be starting this year?
That all depends on how Ruts plays. So who knows?
Do you think that Dart should maybe sit the entire year? Like, let's say, for instance, Russ does.
Only if Russ plays.
Back online.
Only if we're good. Only if Russ plays like quite well.
So let's say, for instance, Russ plays the same way he did like he did last year, and he finishes out the year.
I think you go to Dart.
You go to Dart?
I think. I don't think he was that good last year.
I mean, he brought the Steelers to the playoffs. I mean,
he didn't. So you're already there. Would
you say that's more about the Steelers' defense?
Yeah, and
or
the fact they were already in pole position when he took over. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he'll be a little bit better, but I think it'll, unless he plays exceptionally well, I think Dart will take over at some point. I hope.
John, how'd you like Justin Fields?
It's what I expected from Justin Fields. He definitely needs to work on his accuracy. It's been an issue for a while. But if he does have chemistry with any receiver, it's going to be Garrett Wilson. I am actually very, very, very high on Garrett Wilson this year in terms of fantasy production. Who else do they have after him? So I think that he's going to get a lot of force feeding. You're going to see a lot of, Justin Fields kind of looking at reads, but it was nice to see that, like, hey, if it's not there, he looks more comfortable at scrambling. But I also think that I would like to see Justin Fields develop a little bit more as a passer if the Jets want to have any shot of, like, not being the bottom of the barrel of the AFC East.
Did you have any thoughts on Justin Fields?
I'm actually interested to see how he'll do. I think I mean, he threw to Wilson in college, right? They played together.
Yeah, they played at Ohio State.
I mean, I think there's a little bit of a connection there. They did well. I think he's probably a little bit better than anyone he had there, though Pickens is good. Probably as talented as Wilson. I just don't think everything else is near there, and he's probably not quite as talented.
Agree.
I'm going to throw it out there. Can Justin Fields could be a top 10 quarterback in fantasy.
I mean, if the rushing click, sure. But yeah, I think Wilson, especially Pickens, more of a downfield threat. But Wilson, in terms of a do-it-all receiver, I think is definitely better. But the rest of it, we got to see. Although I do think the tight end's intriguing. Taylor.
He is intriguing.
Yeah, he's intriguing.
He's returning to practice, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He's healthy. He's intriguing.
Speaking of tight ends, I'm glad you brought tight ends up because I wanted to go back to the Giants for a minute. Theo looked nice.
He did.
Theo was involved, it looked like. Russ had no problem looking at him, targeting him. Theo, I think I'm looking at like a lot. Everybody's talking about
especially when they get in the red
neighbors.
zone.
Yes, everybody's talking about neighbors, which is rightfully so. Everyone is talking. Well, everyone's talking about the running back situation, but nobody's talking about
buddy. Would you get a baldy?
No, I am just balding.
Oh,
yeah.
You have the TV on over there, Anthony?
Oh my god, you could hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're very loud.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez, did you trip over something?
Alive?
No. Anthony,
What is that?
Hold on.
Did you trip over a wire?
Guys, calm down.
No, I just shut the door.
Anthony,
Oh,
you're so loud. Your microphone. You need to turn your microphone
you're,
down.
like,
You're so
running.
loud. We heard every move you made.
You're having
Every step.
Can you turn it down more?
just Kramer's his way in.
Better?
It is a little better, yeah. Cool. Thank you. That was,
No doubt.
so
Intense.
loud. Oh my god. Oh my
yeah.
god.
I thought you tripped over something.
Yeah.
No, just the door is loud.
You're done.
Like it sounded like you
WD-40.
sounded like you broke through the floor
Yeah,
and fell
it
down.
sounded like the entrance and the exit were all tied in together.
Hey, it would be my first time messing some shit up.
All right.
Good.
Did you have any thoughts on Jackson Dart or Theo Johnson, Anthony?
Dart looked good. I mean, Theo had some likes last year before he got injured. I like it. I like the Dart looked good. I mean, I want to hope that he could sit and stay, watch for as long as possible. That would be pretty good.
All right.
Rankings.
Now we're gonna go through the keepers real quick. We're just gonna talk through these keepers, guys. All right. So next segment is gonna be the keepers in the Always Sunday Football League. We have our draft 2 weeks from right now. We'll be drafting, guys. 2 weeks from this very moment, we will be drafting.
So hard.
Anthony, I am RSVPing that I will be at your place. Are you going to his place?
Yeah.
Danny's coming as well.
Hey, I figured you would, Dave. Because it's been a thing.
Yeah. Well,
Well, right
Sounds like
now
a date.
we have
it makes sense for me to be.
Sounds
there.
like a date.
it. Kamish. We've been running down hosting this thing one way or another.
It's been Dave, Bobby, you. The last 5 years? All right.
something like that. Yeah.
You were 2 different locations, but they were one year.
Yeah, that's true. We did it. Bobby's once.
And
This is either
and then you. This will be year 3.
Yes, year 3. Oh, that's right, because it was also the other. Right.
Bobby's first year in Beechwood, we did it there.
Yep.
Bobby confirmed he's coming.
I'll be there. Yeah.
That's 4 for sure. Jay and Eddie Mac are possibilities, and that's all I got. I figured no Doll, definitely no Narc.
Put him on the bench. Put Jay and Eddie in the flex.
Yeah, we're flexing those guys.
Who's your tight end?
John.
Mom's a tight end.
Oh, I was gonna say, John, you're the tight end because you're fucking phoning in.
Does everybody have their keepers locked?
Yeah, keepers locked.
Keepers locked already.
While we were just talking. Yeah, they locked at 8:30.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I know the countdown was on hours today.
So I just pulled all the keepers. I broke them down into quarterbacks, running backs, and receivers. We got 12 keepers, guys. We'll do quarterbacks first. In general ADP order. I tried to do general ADP order. I might be off by 1 or 2. So don't go crazy. Daniels.
He's wrong.
Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Brock Purdy. Those are the 3 quarterbacks that are off the board. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Brock Purdy.
Who's keeping Daniels? Who has Daniels?
Narkowitz.
So one guy who would have got drafted.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe May at the back end if you're doing that type of thing.
Yeah, you want to carry 2.
But I think Daniels is a huge keep.
Top 3, top 4. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big keep. He's a top 3, like you said, top 3 or top 4 quarterback. He's up there. And I think I had him at 5 in my rankings.
Yeah, 5. You had him 6. I had him 3.
Good memory.
Very awesome. And then also, obviously, Drake May has tremendous upside, and Brock Purdy is rock steady. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Mike Dog draft a quarterback, even though he kept a quarterback.
Oh, and 2 tight ends.
That's what he does.
Yeah,
2 tight ends. And 2 tight ends.
Dahl is drafting Ingram at some point, and then another tight end for sure.
First year, I'm not taking the quarterback. No.
Oh, right.
Burrow, Love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Daniels, May, Purdy off the board. Then we'll have the running backs. Devon Achane, Kyron Williams, Bucky Irving, Chuba Hubbard, Tyrone Tracy. One of these things is not like the other. One of these.
Is this year 2 or year 3 for Achane?
2?
Year 2.
That's right. He had him and then kept him 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's always like 1 year behind.
Yeah, I always go like, oh, he was drafted this many years ago, but then
he's in the league for 3 years and you only kept him for 2.
Yeah.
So Devon Achane, big player. I think his injury risk, I think, is completely tied to Tua.
Yeah.
If Tua's out,
the whole team.
Right.
Yeah.
Tua's out, it stinks for everybody. But Achane, I think, is a really good pick.
I think you have a top 10, 2 11 to 15s, a top 20, and then Tracy.
Right. Just saw your text messages. That's great.
Okay. So, Achane off the board. Kyron Williams just got his new contract. We just talked about Anthony. We did talk about the Rams and Matt Stafford's injury. So that kind of puts a little bit of a dark cloud over all Rams, over all the receivers, running back, everything. But Kyron still, in my opinion, I mean, I think it wouldn't surprise me for Kyron to finish as an RB1. He's done it. The last 2 years, he was the RB6 and the RB6. He gets more volume than just about anybody. He's got more yards. He's got more yards the last 2 seasons than everybody except Saquon and Derrick Henry. The last 2 seasons, total yards, it goes Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Kyron Williams. He's a fucking horse.
Yeah. Comes down to Stafford.
Bucky Irving, a guy who had a breakout over the second half of the season.
He's good.
He is very good, but he's very small.
Yeah.
So he's kind of similar to Achane in that way. Like Achane is also very, very small. Bucky does have a little bit of backfield competition,
They
but
seem to be more change of pace guys now. He seemed to be taking a slightly bigger role as time went on because he's a little more explosive.
yes,
Well, he's a lot more explosive. But
And they lost their offensive coordinator. It's a big loss.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, Irvin's clearly the best.
we'll have to see. Yes, we'll
I
have to
think
see.
backup play could change because I think you can make a case Tucker's as good or better than White because all White really does catch
Mhm.
passes. So Tucker might see more run as a backup. But Bucky Irvin's the best running back there.
Correct. I think the concern, as John is saying, is the play calling.
Yeah, fair.
New offensive coordinator, new play caller. We got to see how that pans out because it just so happens that the last two guys that were there were very, very good.
Yeah, they were.
They just happened to be very, very good. After Bucky, we got Chuba Hubbard, Danny Mac right here. Chuba Hubbard.
Very underrated. Very underrated.
Yes. Yes. He was very good last year, and they just paid him as well. He just got a contract.
So on the Bryce Young.
And no competition.
Yeah, other
behind him.
homeboys still banged up, no?
Well, they do.
Well, they have
Rico
Rico
Dowdle.
Dowdle. Well, I think it's gonna be. He's a good backup because he should help spell him enough to hopefully keep him somewhat fresh. But he's not a threat. He's not better. He's not a threat.
Yeah, and Trevor Etienne is not. He's okay.
It's better than a healthy Jonathan Brooks if you're Hubbard.
Correct.
He's just a guy.
Yeah, he's a guy.
Right.
He's a slightly better version of Miles Sanders, of the current Miles Sanders.
Yeah. So I like Chuba's upside.
Yeah.
So that for that value, you gotta like that.
Especially if Young, it looks pretty good, and McMahon,
Tyrone Tracy. This was tough because he did have like really no options. It was either Tyrone Tracy or who was it? I can't remember, but it was somebody preposterous. So
he wins the job. He's
he's gonna get work. He's gonna get work.
Yeah.
I mean, he had over 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah.
He's the lead back. He's gonna get work. They're gonna get in the ball. He's gonna catch a lot of balls too. I think he'll be fine. I mean, it's like you're saying, it's not the top half of the keeper list, but it's not like it's like, oh my.
He's a possible flex.
I mean, he is a flex.
Yes. I would say, John, I think it's a confident flex. We play.
100%.
We have two flex spots. He's a confident flex.
I would if Tracy was my flex this season, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah. Okay, for the receivers, this is a conversation, but I listed it Puka first, then BTJ, then JSN, then Jamison Williams.
That's how I would list it.
I agree.
But then again, we go back to the Matt Stafford thing. If Matt Stafford is out or misses any time, Puka gets knocked down, and BTJ is easily the number one.
Yeah, because he's good.
He's very good. He could be the number one without that, So, Anthony, you got BTJ. Talk about it.
The jellies came through, another year in a row.
Well, look, first of all,
come on, give me
you had the jellies on like 100 different players, so one of them is gonna hit. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say
you got a good.
But it was I felt good about him coming into last year. I basically got him everywhere on everything. I just had a good vibe, and I like it going into this year. I mean, there's the whole Travis Hunter situation, but like I'm fine. I'm comfortable as long as Trevor continues to be at least as good as he's been, and everything kind of stays afloat. As least comparable as it was last year. I'm happy.
I'm going to actually chime in on that. We're not talking enough, and we mentioned this early in the pod before you jumped in, Anthony, but the addition to head coach Liam Cohen, the offense is expected to be better. I think if Travis Hunter plays, I think it actually opens up more for Brian Thomas Jr. So I'm actually a lot more higher than actually Puka. I would actually put Brian Thomas Jr. above Puka just because I'm expecting that the offense be a lot better. He's just in a situation where he can just be the guy pretty much.
John, I have one word for that. Duval.
Duval.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Same thing with Puka, though. You got Devontae Adams over there who's going to demand some targets as well and whatnot. But
it
comes out in the math.
Stafford's back is the whole thing. And if Stafford is healthy for the full season, then Danny's right. They're Super Bowl contender.
I think he's going to start week one. It's just a matter of how healed is he? How much of pain is he not in?
Yeah,
he's arguably one of the tougher dudes out quarterbacks we know for sure. He's played through some shit, but it's like he'll go out there and play, but like, is he at 75%? Is he at 60, or is he like 90 to 100?
Right.
So that's what I think is. I think he's starting week 1 regardless. It's just a matter of how banged up is he.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think he's got a lot of opportunity, but he's, what'd you say?
Good keeper.
Good keeper.
Great. Yeah,
another questionable quarterback though. Sam Darnold. Can he do it again? Question, Johnny. Can Sam Darnold do it again in Seattle?
I think he can. I just think that the offense is going to be run first, and he's going to be the only guy that gets the targets. So I think that is super valuable. In my opinion, I think that Sam Darnold kind of has, a good piece there. This can be JSN's like blow up year. So I'm actually a lot more higher on JSN. I just think that, he's not going to get like the crazy amount of targets. I think that they're going to run the ball a lot with Kenneth Walker and, Charbonnet and all those guys. So I think they're going to be a run first team for sure. But JSN, I think he's the number one target. He's going to get all the targets. There's a lot of unproven guys behind him.
And Cooper Kupp.
And Cooper Kupp, yeah, but he's old and a fossil and injury prone.
And then the final, Anthony, you got anything on JSN?
No, I mean John pretty much said it pretty well. I mean, I agree. I think they're gonna be run heavy, and then when they do, like, his target share will probably be in the top 5%, just because of how less they will be throwing it, and then how often it will be to him versus others.
Jameson Williams, our final keeper. Johnny, you're keeping Jameson Williams, right?
Yes, I am.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so the new offensive coordinator that's there, he was the passing coordinator for Denver last year, and Bo Nix threw down the field a lot last year. So they talked about it in training camp that they plan on throwing deep, and J-Mo is the deep guy. So I'm pretty optimistic about it, but also I want to temper expectations because they did lose Ben Johnson. So he's a really high upside guy, good wide receiver 3, possibly a flex guy, depending. But I feel confident with him, but he's definitely the definition of boom bust. He can win you a week or he can give you a thud. So I'm hoping I get more boom than bust for sure.
Would you rather a thud or a dud?
Thud. No. But
I mean, yeah, he's keepable.
Keepable?
Yeah.
I think he's keepable. Like, my other option would be Hawkinson, and I just think J-Mo has more upside.
Yeah, you made the right choice.
Yeah.
I thought Jameson Williams had a really nice showing last year. He was very usable for fantasy. He had some big blow-up games, especially in the fantasy playoffs. I thought he was really good. I picked him. I ended up trading him away in midseason, but I picked him last year, just based off of, wow, this guy's upside. And he kind of showed it a little bit.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised.
I have him in Dynasty, and I'm starting him.
I'm just concerned about the offensive coordinator / play caller. That's the big thing. Like,
yeah,
we'll see how consistent they are, and we'll see how they move the ball. It's all like it's like a super talented team, but still somehow an unknown. Still somehow an unknown. Okay, guys. Top 24 running backs time. You guys ready to rank some running backs?
Do it.
Either.
All right. Very good. So did you guys tier it?
Yeah.
You have tiers as well. Can we talk about it tier wise?
Yeah.
All right. So for tier 1, we'll start right here. Danny, what's your tier 1?
Robinson, Gibbs, Barkley.
So you got a 3-man top tier. Johnny, where are you at?
I'm at a 3-2. I'm going to go with Robinson, Gibbs, and Barkley as well.
Anthony, what about you?
I have a 4-man tier.
Okay.
It's with those same guys and Henry.
That's interesting because I have a 5-man tier, and it's Bijan, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry at 3, Gibbs 4, and Christian McCaffrey 5.
I have Henry.
That's how I have my first 5.
As 1B in their own tier.
Okay, so they're the
4
next
4 or 5. Yeah.
So they're still your top 5.
Yeah.
John, what's the rest of your top 5?
My top 5. My 5 would be Henry. I would say 5 would be.
Who's your 4? Who's 4?
Sorry. 4 would be Henry. I'm sorry. And my 5 would be Echan.
Achan.
So I have Henry.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have, CMC, then Henry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm Saquon, Bijan, Henry, Gibbs, CMC. That's my 5.
So I kind of have like a 1 and a 1B.
Okay. What tier you mean?
I had them in one tier written here, but in my mind, I kind of have it as 1A, 1B. The tiers I did a space.
I got my mind highlighter. Okay, so that's our first 5 for pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
All right, except Achan was in for John all the way in the top 5.
Yeah.
So which one did you not have, John? You didn't have CMC?
I didn't have CMC. He's 6 for me.
6 for
Okay.
you. Okay. All right. Well, that makes some sense.
I'll go for tier 2.
Tier 2.
Tier 2, I have 4 guys.
What?
4 guys.
Okay.
Brown, JT, Achan, Genty.
Brown, JT, Achan, Genty.
Uh-huh. I had Kyrie Williams teetering, but now he teetered the other direction.
All right. For
First time my next year.
I'm going to go. Man, this is going to be a tough one. JT.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I'm going to go, man, this is going to be a tough one. Genty.
Okay.
Bucky Irving.
Oh.
Chase Brown.
Oh, and Chase Brown. Mine was very similar to yours, John. I had Jonathan Taylor, Ashton Genty, Josh Jacobs, Chase Brown, and then Kyron was the end of my tier. Instead of the beginning of your next tier,
Okay.
he's the end of my tier because I'm projecting it as though everybody's healthy. You know what I mean? If so, I think he's easily not. I mean, he should be a top 10.
Yeah.
back,
Like I said, I have him 10. I have him literally 10.
Yeah, same. But it's your tier that's really it's offending
he's the
me.
Start of
personally.
my tier 3. Yeah.
Anthony, what's yours? What's your tier?
My next 5 is I got Jacobs at 6, Kyron at 7, Achan at 8, Taylor at 9, and then Genty at 10.
Okay.
Brown. Okay.
So I have, to round out my top 12, I have Bucky at 11 and Achan at 12. Because to me, they're sort of the same guy. Very similar.
I have actually my next tier is 5 guys, and the 3 of them are in order: Kyron Williams, Jacobs, Bucky Irving. They're my net 10, 11, 12 for me.
Williams, Jacobs, Irving. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. For me, he was Jacobs was higher. Me and John had Jacobs higher.
I had probably Jacobs at the highest. I have him at 6.
And then I had Kenneth, and I had Walker and Kamara in that tier.
For the 13 and 14?
Yeah.
Got you. All right, Anthony, what's your, I guess, go 11 through whatever the end of the next tier is for you?
Yeah, it kind of like broke in a little. So like my 11 is Chase Brown. And then my 12 is I have Hampton 12, Chuba 13, and then Irving 14 with Walker at 15.
All right. I have Walker and Hubbard as my 13 and 14, so I'm pretty much the same as you. What about you, John? Where are you at?
I have Kyron, Kenneth Walker,
Nice.
Kamara, Brees.
Ooh. I mean, he could.
Hubbard, James Conner, James Cook.
Oh, my God.
Where are you going from?
Trevion Henderson.
Big tier.
This dude's just riffing.
Yeah.
All right, so Trevion Henderson.
What number is Trevion Henderson?
Top 10
Well,
quarterbacks
sometimes we
last week.
stop like doing tiers after the first
I
tier.
think I'm at. Hold on.
You got a
100?
lot of guys in this tier. John.
No. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just naming off my.
Oh,
top
yeah,
10.
dude.
Sorry.
All right. Danny, where are you at?
All right. I left off with Kamara
Okay.
and Walker. My next tier is 4 guys: Hubbard, Connor, actually 3 guys, and Hall. Because I dropped Cook when I originally did my first list. He was here. So if I had to move anyone up, it would be Hampton.
I guess I'm the highest on Hampton.
Hubbard, Hall, Connor, Hampton.
My 13 through 17 is Walker, Ken Walker, Chuba Hubbard, Trevion Henderson, Alvin Kamara, and Omarion Hampton. So we had most of the same guys in that area.
Mhm.
But I think I might have been the highest on Ken Walker.
Yeah, it's spot or two.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I guess who had I had Hampton at 12. Anybody have him close to that?
I had him a little lower. I had him like
17.
18, 17. Yeah.
Yes, I'm slightly higher on that.
Actually, I bumped him up like 16.
Yeah,
I have Hampton
see
at
bumping him up.
19.
Okay.
That's your boy.
What's the next tier, Anthony, for you?
All right, so I ended at 15 with Walker. So then I got Kamara, Henderson, Cook, Hall, Connor.
What about you?
Me, I have I'm at 17 with Hampton. So my 18 through 21 is Brees Hall, James Conner, Joe Mixon, and James Cook.
Okay. And now
You got
the bottom.
what about Johnny?
I think Johnny got to like 20.
Johnny was at like 37.
John was like
So
15.
now we finish our list. I have Henderson, Monty, Swift, Harvey, Pollard, and Cook at the bottom.
Okay. Anthony?
I have Swift at 21, Mixon 22, Pollard 23, Monty 24.
I got Swift at 22, Pollard at 23, Jalen Warren at 24. He's my little sneaky dark horse there.
For the record, I have Joe Mixon in the Dynasty League, and I like him. I'm just concerned about the injury.
Yeah, the way
Well, if there was no injury, he would be higher.
He's pretty much like 24, 25 with Cook.
He would be higher on my list if there was no injury.
Not injured, he would be higher.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I think he'll be maybe out the first, maybe say 3 games or 4 games. Maybe he goes on PUP and misses 4 games. But that's okay because I'm going to use him at the end of the season, not at the beginning of the season.
Oh, snaps.
That's when I really need him, you know. Honorable mentions: Isaiah Pacheco, David Montgomery, Tyrone Tracy. And then committees that I'm interested in, just keeping an eye on, just because it made me think. Interested in keeping an eye on the RJ Harvey, J.K. Dobbins situation over there with the Broncos. Anybody have any feels on that one?
I think Harvey.
Actually, in camp right now, they're testing out J.K. Dobbins in pass protection. So I do think J.K. Dobbins probably starts off the season as the lead back, and then little by little they'll give Hampton the work.
Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah. John's been talking that into the world with Hampton.
And why not?
I know, absolutely.
You said you think Harvey will get the work about
I think that
my dark horse
Harvey's an even split in the beginning, but Harvey's will be more impactful.
Okay.
And I just think, Dobbins will look good for a few games, and we know that book ends.
Do you know my dark horses for running backs that did not make my top 24? Caleb Johnson.
Fair. See, that was.
Yeah, he's an honorable mention category.
I'm on the opposite side from you, John. I'm taking Jalen Warren in there.
But I think they're both fine dart. I mean, if you have deep enough league dynasty, take them both.
That could be
tough to do on a short bench, but
I mean that could be considered one of these backfields that I'm talking about.
100%. Yeah.
Also, we have Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason on the Vikings. The Vikings offense is going to be good, so it probably makes sense to invest in their running back situation. But who do you invest in?
I would still take Jones higher, I think, or rank him higher. It depends on where I'm in the draft and what I'm looking for. I would still probably rank Jones higher, but I think Mason's capable of bigger plays, and it's going to, I don't think it's going to be a 50-50 split, but I think he can do some damage, take away some work, and could potentially take more than a little bit of work.
Johnny, what about you? Where are you at with those guys?
I'm actually a little bit higher with Jordan Mason. I think he's proved that he can, handle the workload. And Aaron Jones is injury prone sometimes. He's 30 years old. He's getting close to that cliff of running back. So I'm a little bit more higher on Jordan Mason. If you are an Aaron Jones owner this year, especially with redraft leagues going in there, Jordan Mason is a very, very, very great stash on your bench because I think eventually, like most running backs, Aaron Jones is awesome. He was awesome for such a long time, but I think that, they got their running back for the future with Jordan Mason.
Anthony, you got anything on those guys?
Nah, that's definitely a backfield to be into and eyes on because Aaron Jones is on. He puts that work in, but that's the same thing. It's like injury prone. So I would love to have this security blanket. Which one do I want? Whatever one, I'll take either or. I think that's a good offense to be on.
Whichever one is later in drafts.
Yes.
Real quickly, I think in real life they form a better tandem. Like in real life, I wouldn't mind having that. If you're going to go to the tandem round, a way to keep Aaron Jones upright and somebody to push, like Mason's a nice compliment. If they both get work, like,
You think
it's
they
not
complement
bad.
each other in real life football?
Well, I just think I think in Jones can, and I think Mason, because he's a little bit more of a deep play threat at this point. It's just funny because Jones used to be that guy, and he just does a little get up and going, but not, they take, but he still does a lot of things well. It's just he's got to stay healthy. But if he does, it's not a bad tandem.
Would you own both of them?
Depends how deep the league.
In our league?
No. Not in our redraft, no.
Coward. The Jacksonville 3, guys. The Jacksonville 3. We got Travis Etienne. We got Tank Bigsby. We got Bashal Tootin.
Tootster.
Tootaroot.
I'm a Tank Bigsby guy.
Tank Bigsby guy?
I like Tank Bigsby this year.
You think all three of them make the team?
I do think that they also have a fourth guy that they got a 7th rounder that we don't even talk about. I think his name is Laquan Allen. And he was cool.
LaQuint Allen.
Yeah, LaQuint Allen. And he's another guy that's really good. That's why I think Trevor Etienne is on the chopping block. That might be a guy that surprisingly might get cut.
Travis Etienne.
I think they carry all.
You got to straighten that out.
Travis Etienne.
Lock it up. Lock it up, John.
That out. It's almost football season. It's still preseason for us too. We make these mistakes, but John, you better get it figured out.
Yeah.
There's two ETNs in the league right now, guys.
Yeah.
Know your ETNs.
And they both start with the same letter for the first name.
The first 2 letters.
Get it right.
Seriously.
Get it right.
But yeah, I think it seems like the most likely scenario is that they go with Tank Bigsby as the early down back and then Bashal Tootin as the pass catching back. But I don't expect that Bashal Tootin is good enough at pass protection right now to be 3rd down back. So that's why they have Travis Etienne while they're working Bashal Tootin into shape to become that passing down back, right? That's the only thing I can think of because like usually rookies aren't very good at pass protection.
No, I mean I think you would keep 3 because you usually carry 3. Maybe does he return kicks or play special teams?
I don't know.
All right, because if he does, that's a pathway for a rookie to stay on the roster and play another position.
Yeah, I don't think they would cut this kid.
No, I don't think either. I think even the 7th round are going to have him in the practice squad. That's where a lot of them go.
Yeah.
No, they just have depth there. Good for them. In real life.
Anthony, you got any jellies on the old Jacksonville receiver running backs?
Yeah, I'm staying away from all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Somebody's gonna have production.
I like Brian Thomas, and I like.
Yeah, just give me Brian Thomas. That's it.
Hunter.
I like
maybe a little strange.
Obviously Thomas, but yeah, I think Hunter's interesting, but I like Brian Thomas. Who doesn't? And I like Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence in fantasy.
It's not like his face.
I don't hate him.
Interesting.
Not so much here, just right here.
And in 12-man, he's borderline stardom. He's in that tier of guys fighting for the 12th spot.
Fair. I mean,
and it drafts
I guess we'll see. But I guess you're projecting for them to be like vastly improved, and for him to be figuring it out now.
Well, yeah, and healthy.
Okay. Assuming I try to assume health. I know it's stupid to do that because everybody gets injured or like most guys do or whatever. But like when I do my projections, I'm always just assuming like, what if they're just healthy, So if he's healthy, you think he's a top 12 guy?
I mean,
Anthony,
he was 8 and 13 the 2 years he was healthy, and then last year was 27 because he didn't really play.
8 and 13. Anthony,
and
where are you?
More talent.
Are you over or under? Meaning better than or worse than QB 12 for Trevor Lawrence this year? I know you were a Trevor Lawrence guy last year. It didn't work out for you so well.
Well, you gotta get the stack sandwich. If he does, it's 12. You know what I mean? Like That's where I'm at. I mean, you got to beat out some other people. I think he could do it. I think he could crack. I think he can crack the top 12.
John, you watch the Jags all the time. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold. Definitely, I don't know. That situation. I don't know. We'll
think
see.
it might be too late for him.
Yeah, I think it might be too late. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Well, they gave up next year's pick, so.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I just don't know what they're gonna do with him. Like that preseason game gave me no indicators.
No, we still got time.
We're not going to.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
Hope they don't get hurt and hope they look good.
Right. So we'll see.
Decent.
I mean, I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt at least for a few weeks in the season, just to see how the new coach does. Because if he's as good as they say he is, or if he's as good with the head coach and the offense as he was when he was a coordinator of the offense, we're cooking. Right. So you got to give him a chance.
And I think, look, if
Same
it's
thing with
better
Ben
than
Johnson.
what was there before,
Same exact thing with Ben Johnson. You're going to give both guys a little bit of time.
They're both taking over for pretty bad stats. That's the big. I mean, they could be mediocre and they could look like they're doing great. So you have to,
I mean, Ben Johnson's taken over a pretty good team.
But he means in terms of coordinators. Same with Jacksonville. These are two good offensive lines taking over teams that were not run by good offensive lines. So that could skew how they look right off the bat.
The Dallas running backs. Dallas has got a whole mess of running backs right here. And somebody's going to – here's the thing. We have CeeDee Lamb, we have George Pickens, and we have Dak. Dak is always productive. Like Dak is like the inconvenient truth of quarterbacks right now. He's going to be like the inconvenient truth is that Dak is going to be in like the top 12. Yeah. More than likely. So if he's going to do that, then CeeDee Lamb and probably George Pickens
and Ferguson
will be legitimate fantasy options. But I also think somebody's going to have to run the ball.
It's just who, and if it stays the same.
Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders. They got Jaden Blue, who they drafted, and they drafted Phil Maffa in like the 6th or 7th round. So they drafted two kids. I think
Williams is the best.
I think Jaden Blue is the best.
Oh, well, he might very well, man. I should say best out of the non-rookies.
I see. The problem is that Javonte Williams hasn't shown that he ever has come back from that ACL.
No, but he still looked less cooked than Miles Sanders did.
That part I don't know because I haven't seen Miles Sanders play in a while.
Played, yeah.
So like I couldn't tell you what Miles Sanders looks like right now. So I would be surprised if Javonte Williams is their best option, just based off of what I saw of Javonte Williams.
Then it's Blue.
Then it's Blue. You think? Fair enough.
Sanders is old and not good.
Blue's got juice. He's a little smaller. I think he went to Texas. John, what do we know about Jaden Blue?
He's good. I would say he probably needs to work a little bit more on his pass protection. So I think Javonte has the upper hand. He'll probably be the early down back, and I would say Blue would be the pass down back. But I think that he can develop into your more smaller backs like your Echens of the world, your Bucky Irvings of the world. He's got that type of talent.
So he's that small. He's like what, 5'9" or something.
Yeah, he's on the smaller side, but he's got that juice that he can, he's a home run guy pretty much.
Right on.
I would see that. So also we haven't talked about Brian Schottenheimer and the new head coach. And the last time we seen him as a coordinator, as the Jets way back in 2009, 2010, I could see him playing more of like that LaDainian Tomlinson role. He's not, obviously I'm not saying he's LT without a doubt. But using Blue in that way.
I'm pretty sure he was offensive coordinator of things between then and now. That wasn't the last time he was offensive coordinator.
Is that true? I gotta look
yes, for sure. Like he was in Dallas for a while. He was in a couple different places. I could be wrong, but it would be very. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. That would be crazy. If he hadn't been an offensive coordinator for that long and then suddenly gets a job.
He was the Rams coordinator in 2012, 2014. So that was what, the end of the Jeff Fisher era?
Maybe, yeah.
And then he was the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks in 2018 to 2020.
There you go.
So
that was gross.
And he also was the offensive coordinator last year, but we know that, it
Yes.
was really Mike McCarthy that was really the offensive coordinator.
So, Anthony, who you got your chips in for the Dallas running back situation? Somebody's going to carry the mail. Who's it going to be?
I'm going with a little scary, high risky. Within the beginning, Williams leads, and then Blue starts to get more reps. Yeah.
How is that scary or high risky? That's probably like the most
probably the
chalk
most.
and
Well, just because
Yeah.
on like putting all my chips on picking one of them, like you're picking him just because like the whole injury risk, and he hasn't come back since.
I could see them saying starting a veteran week 1, and everything you said about Williams is true, and he's still better than Sanders. So maybe it's him, and then Blue plays like and then whatever he starts.
I think
one of them gets hurt.
Highest ceiling, I like Sanders.
Ceiling, you like Sanders? John, what do we know about Phil Maffa? I think he went to Syracuse, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's
I believe he was I believe he was at I'm not 100% sure about him, but I would say that in terms of combine, because I've heard about him in combine, he's a good piece. He's a depth guy. I don't think he's a starter.
Nice guy.
Say that again.
Nice guy.
Probably a nice
guy
Oh,
in
sure.
real life.
Yeah, let's not say that.
In real life.
You come out where he punches his girlfriend.
Yeah,
or
never
something.
gonna be a guy.
You can't assume these guys are nice anymore.
We're promoting that fifth string running back.
By the way, speaking of running backs, because I know we're going to transition. Do you know Junkins still hasn't signed his rookie contract?
Yeah, he's dealing with something.
I was about to go to Cleveland, John, so that's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Yes.
But just for the record, just because you guys were asking, Blue is 5'9", 196.
Okay.
Maffa 6 foot 234.
Oh wow.
So they're
1-2
different.
punch, thunder and lightning.
Yeah,
Thunder and lightning.
run
baby.
it back.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go. Everybody wants a little thunder and lightning. I like that. Cleveland guys. So you got
who knows?
Anthony. Speaking of, you're Googling right now, right? Can you Google what's the latest on Quinshon Judkins,
Probably
please?
doesn't want to.
Oh no, he'll do it.
I got you.
No, he will.
I did like yesterday or something. It really isn't much. Like he's waited an appeal, maybe. I don't know.
He didn't get arrested again, right?
Not that we know of.
All right, good.
John's got a smile on his face. He's so happy. Look at him. He's like bouncing in his chair.
Yeah, because my boy Dylan Sampson's about to go off.
I traded to draft moving for trying to take a guy who got arrested.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh man, my jellies we won't know.
See, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
you can't,
You
can't take a victory lap on Brian Thomas Jr.
when you have Rattlers
and then you have
and
Spencer Rattler, right, and fucking
Quentin.
Quinshon Judkins right in your grill,
Quentin right hook Jenkins.
right in your face, right all over your chest and chin.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
right
you can't.
there.
You can't. It's not like he didn't perform well.
Oh, it's good. I got Harvey right after.
It's not like he didn't perform well. He only punched his girlfriend.
You know what the guy I
In the
took right
mouth and
after that?
chin.
You know what he punched? You know what he
When-
punched? The starting job, hopefully.
Who
RJ
did?
Harvey.
RJ Harvey?
Yeah.
Nah,
The guy who didn't get arrested.
J.K. Dobbins is going to
All right, week 3. He's also not,
It's going to be another thunder and lightning problem or process. John, what do you got on Quinshon Judkins? You've just been sitting there giggling and bouncing.
Have you talked to him?
No, it's like this guy. He might not play this year. He might not play. with
I
his
know. I
legal
read
issues.
that
Could've
there was
said earmuffs.
some people were saying that that's funny. Some people were saying that he would try to re-enter the draft next year, but he can't do. I guess he could. He could do it,
He doesn't sign.
but he doesn't. It's not likely, apparently, that he would do that. But that would be fucking crazy. I hope he does do that. You know who did that? Who's the last person who did that?
Oh, that other guy. What's his name? Yeah, I don't know. That was me.
I think what this guy did was, instead of playing his junior year, he sat out because he didn't want to get hurt, because he wanted to come out early, but they wouldn't let him come out a year early. So he sat out the year.
quarterback.
No. Running back. Maurice Claret.
Oh yeah, that did not end well.
Do you remember
Wow,
Maurice
that's
Claret?
Yeah, I think he just got out of jail. No, he's dead, right?
I don't remember.
I think he
I
died.
don't know that part,
yeah.
but I mean that's very recent or more recent.
Yeah, more recent.
I'm just talking about many years ago. Like he sat out and he's like, "No, I'm not going to play," and
then he never really
and
played.
then his NFL career just never happened.
Because of jail.
Pretty much.
That did happen.
Yes, it did. So Anthony, you still feel okay with Quinton Judkins?
I mean, he can't feel good about anything until you hear some shit.
Let me ask you this question: You still signed him, even though you know what you know about him. You still did sign him to your team. You didn't
Cut him
or divest in any way. You know, you didn't come out with a statement.
No, we're
saying
gonna.
statement.
I gotta hear
against,
I gotta hear the story. I gotta hear. There's three sides
Oh,
to
so you
every
wanna
story.
hear
I gotta
both
hear-
sides.
He
wants to hear both
Yeah.
sides before you
say
statement.
domestic violence is bad.
That's crazy
That's good.
stuff.
That is so good.
Yeah,
He's
I have to
definitely
hear
a
both
taxi
sides.
squad member for your team.
Did somebody fall
Yeah.
down? No, it's Anthony Team's ticket sales.
Yeah, wow. Yikes. Not very
Rough.
woke, Anthony.
No,
All
it's
right,
like
so
sleeping.
Getting back to the point though, who's going to get the ball in Cleveland? Is it going to be Jerome Ford? Is it going to be
the start?
Dylan Sampson? Dylan Sampson to me doesn't seem like a fully complete back. Like he's not a guy who I think can just like take the job. He's usable though, right, John? What do you know about Dylan Sampson? Tennessee.
He's 20 years old. He's extremely young. I do think that Jerome Ford should probably take the backfield, and he would be more the pass down. But I do know that the coaching staff was working with him because that is the weak spot of his game. But he's got like top speed. So I don't know. I do think that like they're probably going to throw him out there, but Jerome Ford is, he's serviceable, but he's not like wow,
Right.
He knows the offense. He'll start. The other guys will get somewhere.
And then who's the fourth guy that I'm not remembering? Because it's
Pierre Strong or something like that, or
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the bottom line
that
is
it
it doesn't
doesn't.
matter.
No.
The only thing is just it's just funny to ask Anthony about Quinton Judkins.
Yeah. Yeah, because he got arrested and he traded to draft him. Remember?
Traded up
Yeah.
to draft him. Traded into draft
Into
him.
the first
It was
round,
like
yeah.
a big move. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
I remember.
I don't have a pick. Let me.
Want to know why? Jellies.
Yeah. I mean,
actually,
Bad
Good
that
running
Jellies
back.
can't sniff out character.
Nope. Yeah, you got to refine that Jellies.
no,
meter.
jellies are
Sometimes you gotta see past talent.
strictly from the inside.
All right, boys. We talked enough about
Receivers.
running backs. It's receiver time. Get excited.
I think I'm not going out on a limb.
Go ahead, Daniel. Take the ball.
Tier 1,
Tier
3
one.
guys:
Go ahead.
Chase, JJ, Lamb.
Fellas, you guys are
agree.
Yes.
3-person tier 1, right? Cut and
Agreed.
dry. Love it.
All right.
Now it
I
gets
have 5
interesting.
guys next.
Now it
Tier
gets
2
interesting.
gets interesting.
I have
Ooh,
6.
so do I.
I have 7.
Yeah.
So John, how many do you have? Hold on.
I have 6.
Okay, in the
6.
tier?
You had 5.
I have
Go ahead.
6.
I have 6. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do St. Brown, Neighbors, Nico, Brian Thomas, London, Puka, AJ.
Was that
6.
7?
6.
John, go ahead.
Ooh, I have the
Wow.
same 6.
Nice.
But just different.
I
order.
have Puka,
Mhm.
St. Brown, Neighbors, BTJ, Nico Collins, Drake London.
All right. And I have
How many was that?
5 or 6, right?
That was 6.
6. He had 6,
Six.
same 6.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
I have Neighbors,
Mhm.
Nico,
Mhm.
Drake London,
Mhm.
Puka,
Mhm.
BTJ,
Mhm.
AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 10. Amon-Ra at 10.
Wait. Who did you name that we don't have?
Brian, you don't have Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I do. You named 7 guys. Who were they?
Neighbors, Nico,
Uh-huh.
London, Puka,
Uh-huh.
BTJ, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You might have
I
miscounted.
had 7 guys. Yeah. 'Cause I had 6. I'm
That's what I'm saying. I figured that's
Yeah.
what he said.
I
I have those 7 same names, just
Yeah.
in different order.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're basically all on the same page. When we're down to 10 names or whatever it is. You guys are at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 11.
I have it. Yeah, I have it. Nico, Neighbors, Puka, BTJ, AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, London.
And then who
That's
My 10 is AJ Brown,
that's
by the
my
way.
number.
Yeah. Same.
What about 10, 11, 12? What do you guys 10, 11, 12?
I have JSN, T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill.
Mine's AJ, Garrett Wilson, Lad McConkey.
I already did my 10, and he was AJ. But after that, I have 6 guys in the next tier.
Okay.
Lad, JSN, Garrett Wilson, Higgins, Tyreek, Evans.
Okay. Anthony, you gave us through 12, or did you give us through your next tier?
I gave to 13. I think I had JSN, Higgins,
that's
Hill. That's 13. And then I have Lad, Garrett Wilson, and DK.
All right, so I have Wilson and Higgins. I have Garrett Wilson at 11, and I have T. Higgins at 12.
Okay.
So that rounds out my 10, my top 12. And then my next tier, Anthony's next tier was what again, Anthony?
Lad, Wilson, DK. That's the next 3. But in the sense of a tier, I have it with Tet McMillan, Cortland Sutton.
I have Marvin Harrison Jr. at 13, Lad at 14, Devontae Adams at 15, although there's a big question mark near him now. Mike Evans at 16 and Cortland Sutton at 17. Marv, Lad, Adams, Evans, Sutton. John, where are you at right now?
13 to 17?
Or whatever
That
that
works.
tier is. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so 13 to 17, I will do T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin.
Okay. All right.
Assuming that he
My
plays.
next tier is 17 to 20. Adams, Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore, McLaren.
That's it?
Yeah,
17
and
to
then
21?
I have my last 4.
Okay. I have a big last tier. Who's got the next tier? Who's got there's 17 or 18 through?
Or you can run it through if you're already up to,
Anthony, where are you at right now?
I gave Sutton at the end. Sutton
All right,
was
yeah.
All right,
18.
the end.
what's your next tier?
I guess to the end, I have Marvin, Pickens, Devontae, Scary, Evans, Golden.
Golden. Nice.
Yeah.
Danny, close yours out.
My last 4, Sutton, DK, McMillan, and I have Rice toss up Zay Flowers because I don't really know what's going on with Rice. So
Gotcha. John? Close it out.
I have Marvin Harris Jr. at 18, 19 DJ, 20 Cortland Sutton, 21 Ted McMillan, 22 Devontae Smith, 23 Waddle, 24 J-Mo.
My 21 and 22 are exactly yours, John. My 18 is Tyreek Hill. JSN is 19. McLaurin is 20. Ted McMillan is 21. Devonta Smith, 22. DK Metcalf, 23. DJ Moore, 24. But I put stars by Hill, JSN, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, and DJ Moore that they could all jump up in tier. They're all in the same tier, this last tier, but they're all very interchangeable or potentially interchangeable with the tier above. You guys have any honorable mentions?
Devontae
Yeah,
Adams.
honorable mentions would be JSN, Zay Flowers, and George Pickens.
Anybody for you?
JSN, Waddle, Pickens.
I have Waddle, Zay, Pickens, Calvin Ridley, Ekabuka,
Good pick.
Josh Downs, Keon Coleman, Debo. I'm very interested.
Ridley
Debo's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Ridley for sure for me. Ridley and
Yeah,
Adams.
really add some stability. And Ward didn't look terrible.
Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he could
and
be
he's
good.
gonna get to work.
I
There's a
think he's gonna
big
get
job.
a lot of targets.
It's gonna be him and the kids.
Pretty much.
You
And
know.
doesn't
On the
Tyler
running
Lockett?
backs aren't
Doesn't
bad.
Tyler Lockett?
But he's probably gonna start as the number 3. It's just who takes the outside job.
Yeah,
It's
and then
probably one of
eventually
the
who
kids.
takes his job?
Mayor.
Which hopefully it's one of the other kids.
Let's not forget what he did to Travis Hunter.
He has a very legit shot to open as the outside receiver. Opposite.
Io Manor, yeah.
With his size, he lines up perfectly. Lockett as the 3 until who's the other guy? They drafted in like the 4th round too.
Shumire DK.
Yeah, hopefully he can. I know he's a little smaller. Hopefully he can step in and take Lockett's, and then they're young, and then really isn't, but everyone else is.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Keon Coleman this year?
Could be. I mean, how do you not root for him? I mean, I hope he does well, and I think
somebody.
I think he could have like a poor man's JMO quality, but I don't know how the consistency. We'll have to wait and see. But I think he could hit a couple home runs.
What did you say, Anthony?
I said, it's him and Shakir. He's got opportunity. One of the best quarterbacks thrown at you. So maybe sophomore year.
I agree. Honorable mention too, just because of the floor.
It's a good floor, but I don't feel like there's any ceiling at
There's
all.
not much, but the floor alone makes him a top back end 30, 35.
Sure, he's at least a flex.
Yeah, oh yeah.
At
He's in the
flex.
conversation. He's a good bench piece.
He's just like you feel safe with him. It's nothing pretty.
Yeah, you can start him. He's at least going to put up a few points, and you hope he finds the end zone. And if he does,
Yeah, they have a bunch of wide receiver 2s and 3s on the Buffalo Bills, but that's what Josh Allen
I'll
does.
lead the team in targets.
And they're big. I think they're big
Terry
signing.
McLaurin to the Bills.
Didn't they sign Josh Palmer or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
Yes.
that's like nothing.
he's not as good as Shakur though.
No, but he could be the
He
threat.
don't play the same position.
Yeah, no, he plays that side. He's still.
Yeah. So he'll be a good addition to that. He's a professional receiver.
Yeah.
So
that-
he'll be a good addition. They just need guys who can catch the ball.
Yeah.
Josh Allen can work with just about anything. Like if you run routes correctly and catch the ball,
they really could have used
you're good.
Slayton.
Darius Slayton.
Yeah,
That would've
he's
been
like
awesome.
a better version of Palmer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, much better.
And he would have been that's what they need.
I think Slayton is faster down the field than Palmer.
Oh yeah, he's just better
He's
all
a better
around.
deep threat.
But and he had some some like you said, he's a veteran. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's a professional receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
What about? Go ahead, John.
Is anybody looking forward to any pass catchers for the Colts? Ugh, disgusting.
Josh Downs is on my list. I got him right here.
Downs
He's
is
on my
ownable,
list.
and Warren if you're going tight ends.
Warren for sure.
But
They
now
got two.
JT, Downs I don't hate, and Warren.
Yeah, they got some juice to him. I think John's been hurt before. That's why John's been hurt before. He was bought in. We were talking about Anthony and his jellies, but John bought in on Anthony Richardson pretty hard.
And Michael Pittman.
Michael Pittman and got burned pretty hard. Exactly. So I understand, John. I get it. But yeah, Josh Downs is
He's legit. Good. He's really good.
Steichen might get fired. Okay, let's talk about this. We'll close on this. Like, who's the first coach to get fired this year?
That's a good question.
McDaniels.
Okay, that's a good answer. McDaniels with the Dolphins.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go Shane Steichen this one.
Steichen, okay.
He's my new Brandon Staley. He's my new Brandon Staley.
Oh, right. Well, John,
we gotta let him know that's not where he wants to be.
Right.
That's not a good spot to put, Johnny on your radar.
No. Like, hey, bro, you're not in a good place right now.
I'd probably go with him too, just because he got the shortest leash. I feel like up there, and McDaniel, the few guys, but he's among the guys who has a really short leash.
There's got to be other guys.
There's other teams that are bad. It's not, I don't know the Browns' internal working, but if Watson's more in the GM than Stefanski, it's,
that would be ridiculous.
Oh, because Stefanski's good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And he could get another job. Maybe he gets lured. He doesn't want to leave. And shit ton of money to walk out the door.
Can we mention one more guy?
He's the kind of guy you pay to go get.
Mike Tomlin.
Oh, good one.
Wow. I mean, he's never had a losing season.
Wouldn't that make Rodgers the ultimate villain? After everything, he rides in and gets the beloved Mike Tomlin fired on week 7.
That would be honestly.
That would be the
That
most
would
Aaron
tarnish, I
Rodgers
think,
thing in the
Aaron
world.
Rodgers' legacy a lot.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
Tomlin fired because of his stupidity.
Take its place in Packers quarterback purgatory with Brett Favre.
Man,
How about Gannon out in, or I believe that's his name, for the head coach of Arizona?
Jonathan Gannon?
No,
Yeah,
I think they're gonna be all right.
yeah, they're good.
That
He's-
defense is
he's good.
legit.
It looks like
You know who looks really good. First rounder, top 5, big board guy, beginning of the season, coming off an injury, wasn't as good. Will Johnson fell to the second round, the cornerback.
Oh, okay.
Apparently looks lights out.
That's
And if
good.
they get a value, that's what they needed.
Mhm.
You know, they have talent at every other position. And the offense, if Murray stays healthy, they'll be interesting.
Yeah, Marvin Harris Jr. supposedly looks pretty good in the
Yeah.
preseason. So, yeah, I
And
think,
he can
What about
coach.
Zach
turns-
Taylor?
I don't know, like Bengals coach.
I think they're going to do good. So, yeah, I mean, if they don't, sure.
If
What?
yeah, if they
How
cannot
did
this
this team
year-
improve? Like they didn't. Like they drafted a bunch of defense, but I just think it's going to be the same Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to start off the season slow, and the defense is going to give up like 40-something points, and then Joe Burrow is going to have to pull like
If the
something
defense
out of
is
the rabbit
just,
hat to
if
win
the
games.
defense can improve to like kind of bad, then they're a good team. And that's what I think. That I mean, the defense doesn't have to be good, nor is it going to be.
correct.
It has to be better than last year, and that's a low bar because Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown, like stop it.
They just got to get Trey Hendrickson in there somehow. They need somebody.
Yeah, they Henderson.
somebody.
Yeah,
Sign their damn rookie and like get this kid in there. Like
yeah,
who's that,
I
Shamar?
don't- yeah.
Shamar Stewart. Now that's a guy who might go back to school.
He's the guy. Yeah, totally different situation. Could potentially go back to if he signs, he helps.
Yeah.
But who? No, I'm not. Who I am not going to pretend.
Yeah,
to
no,
think like that.
I don't-
It
I
looks
don't think
likely he's not going. We're not going to see him.
I don't think I'm being serious though. I'm pretty sure I read later that was a false report. So I don't think he's going back to school.
No, I don't know.
That would be
but who
crazy. It
knows
would be
what's-
insane if he went back.
Who
to
knows
school.
what's happening? with
Just
that
I mean,
situation.
based off the money he could get in his rookie contract.
I think he's going to end up taking it. And then if they do, him and and if they bring, what's his name back?
Hendrickson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
The defense is not.
They need him.
Yeah.
They need him. You know what we need? We need to wrap it up.
All right.
Boys, thank you very much for jumping on. Before we go though, we should talk about some previews for next week. Next week, we did all our quarterbacks and running backs and receivers and stuff like that. Next week, what are we gonna do next week? We don't have any more breakdowns to do, any more positions to break down. And it's the week before the draft.
Yeah.
Do you want
I
to do a
don't know.
draft preview, or
I'd
you want
say
to
we
just
do. No, because we could do a mock draft, but who the hell is going to give anything away the week before the draft?
No,
A bunch of
yeah,
guys
that's
are
not
in
a
the
good
league with
idea.
it. Defeats the whole purpose.
It's not a good idea.
No.
Let's,
Like that would be the normal route to go, but we can't do that in our situation.
So here's what we'll do. We'll go radio silent,
yeah, and we'll just come back
and then we'll convene together
on
again
draft night.
On draft night,
Yeah. Because nobody's going to say shit next week.
right? And we'll go from there. But going forward, Anthony, are you able to do 8:00 on Tuesdays, or no, not at all?
Probably not because a lot of games are played or practices. It's a big practice day till like
Maybe
8:30.
8:45.
What about Wednesdays?
Wednesdays 8:00. I could probably do 8:30, unless there's like a practice or something.
All right.
But Wednesday would be a better night for 8? Or the same?
Sounds like
Pretty
no.
much just
Pretty
same. Like
same,
there's,
okay.
there's no
Whatever-
consistency with
Whatever's
practice.
popping off. Right.
All right. Sounds good.
Mhm.
All right,
Just
boys.
Brainstorming.
Yeah, I'm just gathering the info. So, yeah, we will go radio silent, and the next time we go live, I guess we'll go live for the draft,
Uh-huh.
so that everybody can pop in if they want. John, you're gonna dial in for the draft, right?
Yeah, I'll pop in the beginning. I have some stuff going on that day, but I'll pop in at least in the beginning of the draft, and then I probably gotta bounce. But I'll be active in the draft. I just won't be able to be probably on a podcast.
That's fine.
All right.
That's
Good
fine.
boy.
All right. So I will see you guys there. Where it's always Oh, wait a minute.
Sun-
I forgot to
Sunny.
do that. Always Sunday.
Sunday.